Hey guys, it's Michelle and I'm very excited to do this video. I've been meaning to do this for quite some time. And if you don't know what this is yet, this is a toy review and comparison. We are doing the Puppy Surprise unboxing and comparison to the original from the 1990s. Now, this wasn't my original. Hey Desi! Desi needs a treaty. Let's go get the treaty. Yay! Desi wants a treaty. Had to get the doggy her treat. There you go. So anyway, this is not my original. You already know the story about that whole scenario. However, this is a close representation with the exception of the necklace that the doll originally came with is missing. The person put a ribbon around there instead. That's okay. Inside this one, it only has 3 puppies. My original had 5. But these were the puppies that I did have. Well, of the 5 I had these 3. But the face is very, very similar, which is what I like, to the new one. So I'm going to get her out of the box, but so far they're very similar. I do not know if the originals had names other than what types of dogs they were. However, this one is named Zoe, and I know there's a 4th one that's rainbow, and it's hard to find. But in this set, there is Sugar, who is purple, which I would have loved to have found, Popcorn, and Zoe. They had Popcorn, which I might go back to get, but I wanted Zoe because she was pink and super adorable. So, this is the original, and we're going to open up Zoe now. Take a look. Now, they have some info on her here. Zoe is adorable in every way. She's a sweet, pretty pink pup that loves to go for walks and rides to be anywhere that you are. She is small, but she has a huge personality. She loves playing outside in the park and taking naps at home all day. She's looking for that special home to share her love and kisses. Now, the easiest way of opening this box. Make the box look complicated. Okay. So, like the original, you can get up to 5 pups inside your Puppy Surprise. Now, the next one I want to do is the Kitty Surprise comparison, because I'm going to grab my handy dandy scissors from behind here, because they have also re-released the Puppy Surprise, the Kitty Surprise versions as well. So we're just gonna, she's tied down, so we gotta take care of that fun stuff. Okay, so that came up pretty easy. The next part is, the back of the head is, okay. Actually, this doll is fairly easy to take out of the box thus far. Sometimes getting these things out of boxes are quite complicated, but this one is not that bad. Okay, so we got her out of the box. Okie dokie. I haven't opened her yet, obviously. As far as material, she feels slightly cheaper. I do like the necklace better. The necklace is made, in my opinion, slightly better than the originals. I wish I had the original to show you. But instead of it saying Puppy Surprise, it just says PS on it. So, you can figure that one out. Now, this one's been through the ringer, but actually, the new is slightly smaller in size. It's hard to tell. But in length, she is slightly shorter. But I mean, everything else is very similar. Her tail's a little longer. Has the bow on it. I got her, I mean, all the new ones look very similar to this particular style of Puppy Surprise. There were different ones back in the 90s. There was different types of dogs. You get poodles and stuff like that. They haven't released that kind yet in the new series. What I do like about the newer one is that it does have a little bit of glitter. You know I love my glitter. Her nose is glitterized. Her fluff on her tail and her head has glitter, plus little glittery bows, and the glitter in the necklace itself, which is awesome. And the faces are slightly different. The eyes are slightly bigger on this one. And the nose is slightly more pushed in. As here's the original. The nose is a little bit more extended, as you can see. And this one has, her nose has been scuffed slightly. Now this is the new one. Now the eyes are slightly bigger. The nose is slightly shorter. But that could be just the breed of the dog as well. But it still has the same adorable look as the original. As far as quality, they're pretty spot on. I almost like this face better. I think there was another dog that was released in the 90s that had a similar face to Zoe here. But enough to talk about the mommy. Let's see what's inside, right? So it's actually very nicely sealed here. And it's got these two little straps that were for how she was attached into the box. So, okay. Right off the bat, I see one puppy. Oh my god, it's really cute. It's very similar, and I'm guessing this is a girl puppy. It's slightly smaller in size, so I'm going to compare it to this one, because this one also has sleepy eyes. Very cute. It has the pink bow. Now, unlike the originals, it does not have... These guys had little hearts on their necks here. As you can see right there, that were supposed to be their little collars. These guys do not. They just have the pink little bow on their back. Slightly smaller as far as width and in length, but not by much. And these are filled, you can hear, these are like a bean bag, so to speak. You can hear that. This one does not have that in there. It has just like a cotton filler instead. So far I have one puppy. Here's my second puppy. This is another little girl, and this one has opened eyes, so let me get my opened eye pup. Expressions are very similar, actually. I do not like the eyes on this puppy, and I do not like the ear detailing. I feel like the details on the ears of the old ones here, you can see that it has some beautiful detailing. The face is simply adorable. Look at that. Love it. Maybe I'm more partial to the older one just because that's what I had. Now, here's the newer one. I do not like the eyes. They're not very realistic. They're very cartoony. But I mean, that could be the charm of it as well. There was one released in the early 2000s. I have that as well, but I have it in storage. If you want me to redo this video, I can do that with the comparison of all three. We can do that as well. That one, those were horrible. But anyway, the eyes in this is more cartoony than the original. Face is still quite adorable, and as you can see, the ears, same with the first one that I showed you. It's slightly textured, but I feel like the attention to detail on the new ones aren't like the ones of yesteryears. Still very, very cute. Has the little pink bow on here, but does not have the filler. Okay, Des, I'll be there in a second. Okay, so now we have our final puppy. Actually, I got 3 pups in this one, which is actually kind of cool, and in the almost same variations. This one's the boy. Except this one has open eyes, and my boy has closed eyes. This one isn't as bad as the pink, but honestly, looking at the two, it almost seems like they're from different... I feel like this is a bulldog, and this one is maybe a Cocker Spaniel. Maybe this is what the father looks like. I don't know. But it almost seems like that they were going to do... Because if you had one of the old puppy surprises, each puppy surprise was a different breed of dog. And so the puppies kind of reflected that. You can go on eBay, you can go all over the internet and see that there was different ones. Poodles were slightly different. Mine is the Cocker Spaniel. My originals are Cocker Spaniels. They had Dalmatians, they had Boxers, they had quite a different variation of dogs. And I believe this was supposed to be a Boxer. So I don't know if they intended to have different breeds, because from the dogs I've seen, they are extremely, extremely similar. They're just a regular type of dog or a Cocker Spaniel type. They do not look like any particular breed per se. It's just a dog, a puppy surprise. But as far as the puppies go, this one to me definitely looks like more of a Boxer breed, where this has more of a cartoony Cocker Spaniel breed. But I digress. So to compare the two boys, it's not really fair for me to do this. However, because my boy has sleeping eyes. Like the others, he does not have the same neck like the originals did, with the little heart pendant on the bottom. And that's, you know, it is what it is. Has the blue bow, which seems a little... Now, what I do like about the bow that I've just noticed is that it is sewn onto the pup. The original ones could move, and over time they got lost, so you couldn't tell what sex they are. Not that it really matters. So that's that. But as far as the eyes on the new pups, the female one was a little bit more creepy than this one. But I do not really like the eyes on this pup. I think that these ones are definitely made way better. They have those little plastic bean fillers that are inside, so they're more of a bean bag, and they're easier to pose and stuff like that. I used to make them sit, and, you know, stuff like that. You can move them around a little bit more. Whereas this little guy, you really can't move around as much. I mean, they're puppies. I mean, I guess it's not like really you're playing with a whole, you know, you're not doing a lot with them. But, I mean, the face is cute. It is really cute. And as far as today's toy standards are, I feel like most of the toys today have that cartoony look to them. That very... Like when you see the eyes, this is what you see on most toys today. This big-eyed, almost anime-esque, let's focus, almost like an anime-esque type of an eye, very cartoony, very Disney almost. Not very realistic. But I mean, it is a toy. It's not necessarily meant to be realistic. Like I said, the dog itself is not very... it's not really a dog per se as far as a breed goes. This dog, I assumed, was a Cocker Spaniel type, because the one that I have is, or was supposed to be. I digress. As far as... Hey, Desi, I'll be right there. Yes. I mean, as far as Cocker Spaniels go, it's a very broad interpretation as well on this. But definitely a closer variation of a Cocker Spaniel. At least in my opinion. But I assume that that's what this is. But then again, like I said, this is not necessarily Cocker Spaniel. This could be just a broad spectrum of dog in general. As far as... I'm thinking about, I mean, the quality's there. It's, for $25, I'm not disappointed with the quality. Want to see, because the original, the original in the ear also has the PS embroidered into the ear. This one does not, but it does have the PS around the neck, and I believe hers is actually sewn on to the neck. Yep, both straps. So you can't lose the necklace like the old ones could, which were just Velcroed to the toy. This itself is attached to the neck, whereas the ribbon has been sewn right here, which is a nice feature. Puppy Surprise 2014. Other than that, the similarities are almost dead on in many ways. There are modern features to it. I do like the mother. The mother is very close to the originals, which makes me very happy, because when I see this, I reminisce, which is awesome. However, when you get to the pups themselves, could have done a little better. I mean, I know they're trying to make money. I get it. I think that the Puppy Surprises from back then were at about the same price as these new ones are now. But, I mean, they're cute. But every time I look at one of these pups, I see a different breed of dog. Like I said with this one looks like a boxer to me. This one is like the Cocker Spaniel, which was very close to, like, as far as comparison went. But now that I'm looking at this, it looks like a Chihuahua to me. Cartoony, of course. And then I'm looking at some of the detailing. There's like some paint splatter here on the side. I know the lighting's bad, and I do apologize, guys. I'm working on that. I truly am. I know I keep saying that, but I am. But like, there's a little line of paint here on this one. There is some paint here along the neck. Now, you just saw me unbox this toy, so you know that this isn't something that I've done. This toy was just unboxed, and, you know, like I said, that one's got some markings on it. As far as paint, this one's in good condition. This one's not bad, although he has scuffing on the nose, probably from the factory. Not a big deal, though. And this is the only one with little freckles. So, on a scale of 1 to 10, 10 being the best, 1 being the worst, I was hoping I was going to get more than 3 puppies. But, that aside, I think it's cool that I did get 2 girls and 1 boy, just like this one has. So that was like a perfect comparison right there. If I was to do the mother by itself, I would give her about an 8 because she's pretty close. The type of fabric used is different than the original, but I kind of like it the more I feel it. It's not bad quality. She's stitched pretty nice. I don't like the ears per se. That they got a little cheap on the under ears, but I mean, you know, not too much you can do about that. The stitching is a little loose, but I don't think you're not going to be wrecking, you know, pulling these too hard. At least I don't think you will. So I think that would hold up okay. And the ears are going to stay down. Anyway, you're not really going to be looking at that. Those are the things in the back of the head. Okay. Back of the head's a little misshapen from being in the box, but other than that, she's really good. I mean, I really like the mother. She looks awesome. Side by side, if I would have like originally seen this one, like not in the modern box, if you put them side by side, it would probably taken me a split second if you had just taken off like, if you just showed me the face themselves, it would have been difficult for me to decipher. Puppies! Puppies, puppies. What to say about you? Now, I know that they are made slightly cheaper. Hey, it happens over time. Either people cut costs to make money. It happens. Now, is this made by Play School? Because the original was. It's made by Just Play, so it's not made necessarily by the original unless Play School owns Just Play. Not positive on that factor. However, as far as the puppies go, I'm going to have to give them, well, we'll say a 4.5 to 5. Because they are super adorable. I do understand that, you know, materials are probably cheaper when they made these guys back in the day. You know, I would have liked to have seen the puppies maybe look a little bit, you know, more like whatever breed their mother was supposed to be, because each one is different. Each one depicts a different breed, which is also kind of cool too. But that's what I kind of liked about the other ones, because you had the Dalmatians were Dalmatians, the Poodles had Poodle puppies. So it would have been cool if they would have followed that kind of trend with this particular one, like if they would have had a... Now there's Zoe, Popcorn, and Sugar in the new ones. It would have been cool if maybe Popcorn was a Poodle, Zoe is the Cocker Spaniel, so to speak, and Sugar maybe be the Dalmatian or a Boxer, or, you know what, they didn't have a Chihuahua in the old collection. That would be really fun too. You know what I'm saying? So I think that would have been a lot more fun. I would love to have seen different breeds of dogs instead of the same dog, different colors. Because in the originals, they did have the different breeds, but the different breeds also came in different colors. So I'm sure that was also very expensive to produce as well, which is probably why they didn't do it this time around. I get it. But very awesome. Now, the next test, the last and final test, is how they stack back. Because everything's easy to pull apart once you take them out. So how I learned to do it was to stack them with their heads facing the different directions. Now keep in mind, this one was apparently at one point or another in the wash machine a few times, so over time she's worn out, so she doesn't close as well as she had. But she closes pretty clean. and they all fit in there nicely. 4 or 5 pups were harder to fit in there. So now we're gonna try this one just for fun. What I like automatically about this one right off the bat is that it has this flap on top. Can you see that? I'm doing a C-section here. They got this flap, so that should make this closing slightly easier. There seems to be a lot more room. So we're just going to go in order that they came out. So we put that guy in first. And we'll put you in next. And then this one. So then it just closes over. Oh yeah, beautifully. Quite beautifully, actually. Very nice. So, totally recommend this toy. If you're a collector like I am, I think you'll have a lot of fun. It's a little reminiscent. And then, of course, like you'll be tweaking it, I'm sure, the way I have. Very fun for kids of today's standards as well. As far as small parts, there's no real small parts with the exception of the necklace, but it is sewn in, so I don't really see this as a choking hazard per se. Same with the puppy. You can hear mine in the back, can't you? Same with the puppies. I think this is a very safe toy. Great for all ages. They do have, I think Sugar is the white one. No. Popcorn is the white with the pink accents. So maybe that would be one if you didn't want to get this one for a boy. I mean, I know that this is a girl's toy per se, and I know they're getting away from those boy toys, girl toys labelings. But I could see both having fun with this. Now, my only thing that I'm disappointed with, like in the picture they show that the mother has like sparkles and that the puppies do too. Unfortunately, the actual pups didn't have sparkles, so, you know, slight disappointment, but that's okay. But this is definitely a fun toy. I think it's definitely well worth the money as well. It's super cute. A lot of fun. It's definitely a lot of fun. So, I definitely recommend you go out. I got this one at Walmart for about $25. It's simply adorable. The next one I plan on doing is getting the Hold of the Kitty surprise and doing that one next. And so that was our comparison, guys. I hope you enjoyed this. Comment down below. Let me know your thoughts about the old one versus the new one. Are you a fan of the older series, or are you more towards the newer ones? Or do you like them both equally? Do you wish that they would just leave the originals alone? Sometimes I do. Or that they would have released, if they are going to release it, don't mess it up. We already know what they did to Strawberry Shortcake and all the other new releases that they do, you know what I'm saying? Anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video, and I will see you in the next. Comment down below any suggestions you want as far as toy reviews or videos in general, not necessarily toys, because I know a lot of you are here for different reasons, whether it's for fashion, whether it's for makeup, whether it's for hauls or reviews. I do a little bit of everything here. If you haven't, please subscribe, like this video, let me know what you got to say down below. I'll see you later, guys. Take care. Bye.